しまった。やられ。
は
あ。今のはクラウン。
手出しはさせません。私が皆さんを守ってみせる。クラウン。マナの障壁、プリズマティックウォール、その程度の攻撃は効きません。これで終わりです。はあ。
Hello, and welcome to Set for Smash Moveset Concept. Today, we're going to be talking about character numero 13, my lucky number, and it's Cleo. Cleo is the third party member you get in the free-to-play game Dragalia Lost, which unfortunately will be discontinuing at the end of November. I've been a big Dragalia Lost fan since day one, and it's still sad to see that this franchise is officially over, only to live on through multiple YouTube videos, such as my compilation known as Dragalia Month. If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out, where I talk about my favorite moments in Dragalia Lost and the potential it could have or will have in the near future. I should also note this won't be the last Dragalia Lost character I'll do a moveset concept for, as I do have 3 more ideas left. But until then, let's learn more about Cleo. Cleo is a part of the Sylvan race. At a young age, Cleo went to the Halidome in order to help in any way she can for Alberius, the founder of Alberia, and one of those tasks is to be the protector of the castle in Misselt, until the day that she would run into Uden, who would want to form a pact with Midgardsormr. She may not look it, but Cleo is well over 300 years old. That's because the Sylvan actually has a longer lifespan than an average human. After joining Uden's party, she became the designated healer of the group. Though she is capable of using different other types of magic, as she has the most costumes of all the Dragalia Lost characters, does she have what it takes to handle the characters of Smash Brothers and protect Uden or even go against him? Let's find out. Let's get this detail right off the bat. I know some people were actually curious why I excluded Cleo from my moveset concept of Uden. One reason was because I wanted to keep it a 4-party system with Uden included, just like in the Dragalia Lost games, and the other reason is because I could actually see Cleo working as her own character. Beginning with her height, she actually has the typical female height like Princess Peach or Daisy, though her dress and hair do give her a slightly bigger hitbox. This also affects how she also moves around in the game, as she is a mid-heavy character, and she is pretty slow. Because, interesting fact, Cleo is not much of a runner, as she tires out real easily. But she does make up for that for some very good attack power and some above average defense, though her knockback and her jumping ability are below average. When entering a stage, it'll of course be similar to the Summon Showcases, as Cleo has had different iterations in the Summon Showcases. The series symbol is the Alberian Dragon on the flag, and the victory theme will be the Dragalia Lost theme, with a special outro theme that plays right after it, similar to my moveset concept for Uden. For her taunts, her first will be the emote when she does Now Is Our Chance. Her second emote, she waves her wand a bit. And for her third taunt, she actually has a shy expression. Her color palettes were actually probably the hardest thing for me to detail on Cleo, as she has the most costumes out of every Dragalia Lost character. There was even a joke about it on Halloween. But I've decided to break it down to 4 costumes specifically, with a different color palette based off the specific characters, with the first costume being her default design, which is under the healer class. Costume number 2 is Yukata Cleo, the last costume she got within the game. Costume 3 is the Forger Cleo outfit, free character you got within the Princess Connect crossover event, and of course her 4th costume is her Gala variant. As for the different color types, costume 5 will give her her standard look, but a color palette inspired by the character Melody. Costume 6 will be Yukata Cleo, but she'll have a color palette more inspired by Lothna, a reoccurring character within the Dragalia Lost series, who actually had an interaction with Cleo during the same event where she got the Yukata outfit. Costume 7 is her Forger outfit, but the color palette is inspired by Pecorine, as Side Games is the developer of this game, so I figured that'd be a nice little homage. And her Gala outfit will give her a color palette inspired by Alberius. Not his Summon Showcase version, but his original design. Though funny enough, her hair actually looks like Pikachu. For victory animations, it was actually really easy, as her first victory animation is under the healer unit, victory animation 2 is for the staff units, and her third and final victory animation is based off her Gala outfit. Moving on to standard attacks. For her jabs, her first one will actually be an animation similar to Palutena, as she'll thrust her wand forward and magical energy will come out of the tip. For her dash attacks, she swings her staff at the foe. For her side tilt, she'll actually shoot small balls of energy at the foe. She'll only do this up to 5 times, with the 5th one having a killing blow. For her up tilt, she'll actually have an animation similar to Villager, but she'll be using her staff as if it were a feather duster. This is the only reference I have for Cleo being the caretaker for the Halidome, as she handles a lot of the cooking and cleaning around the castle. For down tilt, she'll swing her wand with a magical sweep. For her side smash, she shoots a magical beam of energy at the foe. The bigger the charge, the bigger the beam will go. For the up smash, she'll shoot a beam of energy upward, similar to Lady Palutena. And for her down smash, she'll shoot a magical circle right under her. For a standard aerial, she'll spin her wand similar to Lady Palutena. For a forward aerial, she'll swing her staff, and 3 magical spells will shoot in front of her. These can be deflected. For a back aerial, she'll swing her wand behind her, and she'll shoot a bigger, powerful spell. For up aerial, she'll actually shoot her wand above her, and a big explosion of fire will appear, a reference to one of the abilities of Yukata Cleo. And for her down aerial, she'll shoot a shooting star under her, referencing her Forger costume. For her grabs, she'll actually grab the foe one-handed and stomp on the person with her foot. But the throws were actually probably the trickiest thing I could think of for Cleo, but then I remembered something that really terrifies a lot of characters with her. So for her forward, upward, and back throw, she'll actually give them a menacing stare. This menacing stare will scare the foes and push them either forward, above, or behind Cleo, just so you don't get on her bad side. While her down throw, she'll just punch you in the stomach, and you'll be down for the count. Though this is technically more of a reference to Cerise, another Sylvan from the Dragalia Lost series. For the special attacks, Cleo's standard special was probably the hardest one I had to think of, not because she doesn't have a signature move, it was just hard to choose which one to go for, but I decided to go with her Gala attack, Ancient Ray. By pressing and holding the B button, you can shoot up to 3 beams of energy in front of her, similar to how Sora summons Thunder. But if you do only one charge, only a tiny beam of energy will shoot in front of her. So the longer the charge, the more powerful the attack is. For the Kirby hat, it'll be Cleo's hair with her headpiece. For Cleo's side special, it's her secondary ability from her healer unit, Ancient Aegis. This actually has 2 different types of abilities. For one, when Cleo activates it, it'll give her a defensive shield around her, giving her temporary super armor. Not only that, it'll also be a temporary deflector. Though the more times you use this ability, it will get weaker and deactivate much shorter, so there has to be a recharge time every time you use it. For Cleo's up special, it's her Forger attack, Starry Veil. Cleo will actually jump upwards like a shooting star with an aurora of energy shooting around her, with the explosion actually sending her flying being the start of the animation. And for her down special, it's her signature ability, Elder Cure. This ability of course is fairly useful for Cleo, but for more than one reason. For starters, if you press and hold the down special, Cleo will automatically start healing herself. However, you'll only heal 0.5% every second, meaning the more heals you get, the weaker the healing ability comes. Of course, the activation of the ability does take quite a while to start, but the payoff of this is it's actually very useful also in team battle, as no matter where you are on the stage, you can even heal your teammates. As that's how I want to make Cleo work in Smash Bros. Though she isn't the most defensive or even fastest character, she makes for great attack and great distance within her abilities. For Cleo's final smash, it's a more over-the-top version of her signature move, Ancient Ray, which I like to call Ancestral Ray. When activating the final smash, Cleo will summon a barrage of energy beams shooting downward at the arena, and of course you can control which way they go. The final smash ends when a massive beam of energy shoots straight downwards. This works similarly to both Ness's PK Starstorm combined with Lucario's Aura Storm. And with that, we have set for Smash Cleo. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're a big fan of Dragalia Lost like I am, make sure to check out my video retrospective on the Dragalia Lost series, which I happen to call Dragalia Month. And if you're new to the channel and want to keep supporting my content, check out some of my other videos, including my other moveset concepts, like the one I made for Yuden, or even the other ones coming soon. I also have another moveset concept series known as Enter the Multiverses, where I look at moveset concepts for characters who would work in the world of multiverses. Thank you for watching, and tune in to the next moveset concept. And it's pretty easy to guess who it might be. After all, his codename is Orange Cyclone.